The DC School Report Card is an interactive online tool built by the Office of the State Superintendent of Education, or OSSE, in partnership with parents and families. Every public school, whether traditional or charter, has its own page, and most include a school transparency and reporting or STAR rating of 1 to 5 stars. The STAR rating measures the school's overall performance in supporting its students. The DC School Report Card and STAR Framework are steps toward a more transparent, equitable DC education system, with students at the center of critical decision-making. The STAR Framework uses many data points to measure how the school is supporting student achievement, student growth, English language proficiency, graduation rate, and school environment. Frameworks are specific to the grade levels the school serves. There is an elementary school framework, a middle school framework, and a high school framework. Schools identified as alternative schools have a unique framework to meet their needs. Schools that serve multiple grade spans, such as kindergarten through 8th grade, receive 2 framework scores. Those scores are averaged together and weighted based on the enrollment in each grade span to get the school's STAR score and rating. To calculate a school's STAR rating, the framework first measures how a school is supporting the performance of students in each metric. The STAR framework also takes into account outcomes for specific student groups, including students with disabilities, students who are at risk, students who are English learners, and students who belong to each racial or ethnic group in the school. The school's STAR score is calculated by combining the school's performance for all students and the performance of each student group in comparison to the performance of similar students across DC. To gauge performance, OSSE sets a floor and a target for each metric in each student group based on historical data. A school earns more points the closer they get to the target for each metric. A school earns no points for a metric if its performance falls below the floor value. Each student group has unique floors and targets for each metric. The metric points earned are combined to calculate student group scores, which are aggregated into the STAR score. The STAR score, which is between 0 and 100, is then translated into the school's STAR rating from 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest. Using STAR, parents can view student group performance, review how students are performing at other schools, and use the information to advocate for additional resources to support their student. This information also helps educators develop plans to focus on student groups in need of the most support. STAR ratings will support our schools in improving by recognizing strong performance in our schools and highlighting programs which model success, as well as identifying areas where additional supports are needed, giving families an apples-to-apples look at public schools and the information to engage more deeply in their child's current school, and providing educators with information to learn from each other about what's working. STAR Framework scores and data are released annually and included on the DC School Report Card. View STAR ratings online and learn more about how scores are calculated at dcschoolreportcard.org.